Hey, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Donna from Tarot. Do a quick read for you. We're going to take this die, choose the decks, and make the message you need to hear. At the end, we'll do 6 cards, Donna's Destiny, and then we'll do the all signs. If you're dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with a Taurus, if any card repeats, I will point that out in case that's something you need to hear. If any sign repeats, I will point that out in case it's confirmation of somebody you came here to hear about. Anyone looking to purchase a tarot deck, there's a playlist called Random with several deck reviews in it. And I think that's it. So let's roll. If you like it, if it resonates, hit the like button if you want. All right, so the deck we're starting off, oh, okay, it's a Oracle deck. It is Kipper. Oh, okay, we're starting with that. All right. So let's see how murky and unclear these cards can be. Half the time they're really clear, and other times it's like, what in the crap are they trying to say? And it might resonate with you and not me, so there's that. So 3 cards from Kipper, see if it makes any sense. All right. Expectation, court, high honors. Okay, so something to do, and then rich girl. I don't know why rich girl's on the bottom, but so if there's some kind of court decision that you're expecting to, a decision be made on, it's going to go in your favor. It's actually going to it's going to put you in a good position somehow. I don't know what that is. You'll know what it is. So let's just put that aside. But some type of decision that may involve a court. All right. So let's see. What else? The rich girl part, I don't know if it has something to do with somebody who has a lot of influence and power. All right. So we're going to use the Good Tarot. Thank God, because I haven't used this deck in a while. We haven't rolled a 4 in a minute, right? All right, so the Good Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks because it's so pretty. I love this deck. Which spread are we starting off? So, and then the first card out of this is going to be the one that colors your reading, Cancer. And I'm Cancer Sun, so I'm waiting to see how this works out. That I don't know how that applies to me, but I guess we'll see. Broken heart relationship spread. Ooh, okay. Some of you all have dealt with some disappointment. All right, so the Good Tarot. So now everything is shuffled, but I'm going to do a good faith shuffle. Page of Earth on the bottom, that's like Page of Pentacles. You may be receiving an apology from someone. I don't know who, but an apology from someone in the future, or some kind of gift that they want to. It's almost like they want to clear the air or make amends or something. All right, so your part in the problem. Okay, so what card colors the entire reading? Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. Ooh, okay, so maybe you came off as too confident. Maybe you got too much attention. Maybe you seem too passionate. I don't see that as a bad thing, right? If it's a part in the problem, maybe you were too confident. But you know what? Is confidence a bad thing? Maybe you were overconfident. I don't know. Maybe you expected things to work differently than they did. So you were just, okay, if you hear noises, it could be the cats, like right now I hear Kiki. If you hear crowing, there's a rooster outside who wants to get attention every time I start recording. But your part of the problem, you may have been a little overconfident and come off as intimidating maybe to this person. If whoever this is, the broken heart relationships, right? So maybe you were intimidating. Your partner's part in the problem. So this person, you get the Messenger of Air. By the way, this is the Queen of Wands or Queen of Fire. Here's them. They're part of the problem. So the Messenger of Air. I've had a lot of coffee. Look at this. I'm like, I make it strong. It can almost walk on its own. All right. So the Messenger of Air is kind of like the Knight of Swords. And Knight of Swords is usually somebody who speaks before thinking. They're just very impulsive with their language. They say things that they probably wish they could take back, but they can't. You can't take back words or actions, right? Once it's out, it's out. But they may have been somebody who was very impulsive with their words and said things that they wish they hadn't. And may have not even meant, they may not have meant harsh words, harsh communication. Impulsive, harsh communication. What you can do, now this is the Justice card, and the number 11 might figure prominently somehow in your life right now. because it drew my attention to the number. The Justice card is the 11th in the major arcana, but for some reason, it drew my attention to the number. So, what you can do, you can focus on just acting and doing things in a very fair and balanced way. Don't try to seek revenge, you know, just be... I don't even know how else to say that. You don't want to seek revenge. You just want to do things in a very fair way. Don't try to one-up anybody. What they can do, I feel like they can make a decision. They can stop being at a crossroads. I freaking love this card. This is so stinking cute. Look at this. This is the Two of Fire. It's like the Two of Wands, but look at it. And here, you know, the giraffe is holding a lantern to light the way, to make a decision. So, what they can do is they can make a decision. Maybe you've been dealing with somebody who has a really hard time. They're always, you know, weighing their options, or hopefully not juggling. But this is the Two of Fire. This is like being at a crossroads. So, you know, you may have dealt with somebody that is always like that. They're always like, which way do I go? They can never make a decision. They always have options. Whether, hopefully not tons of people as options, but, you know, they always have a hard time making a decision. They may have Libra energy, I don't know. The Justice card, you know, is a Libra card. So, other influences. The Moon. Things being unclear, possibly secrets. Murkiness, lack of clarity, emotions. Emotions being all over the place. Fears, you know. Other influences in the situation could be that there was a lot of, you know, lack of clarity and fears. Maybe irrational fears. Lots of... assumptions being made about things that could happen that they were irrational, and it could be based upon emotions. Maybe, you know, maybe you or your partner or both of you have had things happen to you in the past that caused you to have irrational fears, like trust issue type things, fear of abandonment, that kind of things. So afraid of what's going to happen. And do you hear him? He'll be okay. He's making friends. That's the baby, the kitten. So I think a lot of you all have been in relationships where there was a lack of clarity, and emotions played a big part of this. Maybe things that have happened to both of you in the past that caused you to have assumptions about what the other person was doing or was going to do. And I'm not just saying you, but, you know, the other person as well. So what can it be saved? So can it be saved? Queen of Air. That's like Queen of Swords. Can it be saved? If you are very clear about boundaries, about what, you know, where things stand, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate, can it be saved? I mean, this is called broken heart relationship spread. So it's almost like it's saying, is this even, I mean, is this something that's still a possibility? It sounds like the way to have it say this, can it be saved? Because that's the spread that came out for you. Can it be saved? I was thinking, personally, that there was, that things were over and done with, but for this spread to come out and for this question to be asked, okay, so maybe there's a possibility that it's still on the table. Is it worth saving, though? All right, so is it worth saving? The Three of Earth. I can read this two different ways, or probably several different ways, but Three of Earth is like Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles usually is a card that has three people in it. Now, interestingly enough, there's only one person in this card. So I do like that I don't see tons of people in the card. Is it worth saving? If you're willing to work together. Now look at this card. This is the Three of Pentacles in the Good Tarot. And look how she's like looking, you know, looking to see what's out there. Looking to see what's going on. So is it worth saving if you're willing to work together? So the key here is being very clear about where things stand and what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate, what you want, and being willing to work together. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, see, I don't like the threes. but I don't see lots of people in them, so I do like that. But the Three of Water is like a card of reconciliation. Cancer, I'm not saying you're reconciling with somebody, but it does suggest that, doesn't it? Three of Water is like a card of reconciliation. I know some of you, I want to say bitches. I want to say, because it's probably the influence of watching Tyler, but I want to say some of you bitches, male or female, you can't let things go. You just don't want to let go of someone or something that you get emotionally invested in. You just can't let it go. So here's a 3, here's a 3. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see lots of people in it, so that at least there's that. At least if we're going to choose a deck that has promise over something working and there's 3s involved, at least it's a deck that doesn't have, it shows lots of people, in it, 3 people in it. So that's good. Queen of Fire as your part in the problem. So if you were overconfident, so maybe take a step back, and I'm not saying don't have confidence, but, and there is nothing wrong with, you being confident in yourself and being passionate and loving who you are. That there's nothing at all wrong with it. Maybe don't make assumptions about things or people. I guess that's the key here. So what else do we have for you all? 15, Mabramig. Okay. I actually sat down yesterday because I've had issues reading this deck because the cards are so odd. So I'm going to go based on the picture. I'm going to take an honest look at the picture because Mabramig is just an odd deck. It's cute as hell. But, okay, and I could do a good face shuffle. By the way, the Page of Swords was on the bottom, so there could be spying involved. You or your person could be spying on each other. All right, so the next spread is Toxic Relationship Spread. Okay. All right, so let's take an honest look, Cancer. Let's take an honest look at things. And it is a 5-card spread. Okay, King of Swords. So your own pattern roll. Have you been chilly to somebody? Because the King of Swords, okay, this is the King of Swords in Mabramig, okay? Oh, and then if you wanted to see what the deck looked like, where's the freaking... Okay, so this is the Mabramig deck, okay? But here's the King of Swords. This is your pattern roll in whatever's going on. I mean, it's almost like you're being chilly with somebody. Are you not opening up emotionally to somebody? Did you shut down emotionally? Did somebody do something to make you feel like you just had to be kind of cold to them? Likely outcome if you stay. Well, there's going to be sex, at least, if nothing else. I mean, I'm not even going to comment. I'm not going to comment. Y'all don't need to know my situation. But likely outcome if you stay. There's that. You're going to get some... You're going to feel passionate, There's going to be passion involved. You're going to get laid. Likely outcome if you go. It's the World card. This is the World card in Mabramig. So, likely outcome if you go, you may be traveling. You may meet someone foreign, but if nothing else, there may be traveling involved. So, if you go, I don't know. Are you going to travel? Is somebody going to travel to you? If you let somebody go, are they going to panic and then come to see you unexpectedly? I don't know, but you know what? I think well, hopefully nobody, I'm not even going to comment. All right, so I probably shouldn't have held that card up, but ability to change in the other person. Okay. Actually, they may be hesitant, but I think they can do it. The reason I say they may be hesitant, because look at this is the 8 of Wands, and usually that's a card of fast movement, fast communication, fast coming in, doing things quickly. The ability to change in the other person, they may be hesitant, but I think they can do it, believe it or not. But there's going to be they're going to be resistant, and here's why. Look at this picture. This looks like resisting things, but I think, like in Star Trek, resistance is futile. The person is destined to change whether they want to or not. They're destined to change. This card, but they're going to fight it. They're going to fight it, but they're going to change. All right, so I don't know if they're going to change while you're in their life, but, you know, possibly. But the ability to change in the other person, they are going to change whether they want to or not. It's going to happen. But it's look like, see how he just looks like he's trying to resist it? Look at him. He's like, no, no, no. So the backlash risk if you leave. Stubbornness, but happiness. Possibly overindulging in some way, but I don't know if he doesn't look happy though, but okay, so the Nine of Cups is usually a card of wish fulfillment. This is the Nine of Cups in the Mabramic deck. Normally it's a card of wish fulfillment, but does he look happy? He's got his arms crossed. He's like, no, he's like resistant. And all those cups above always make me think of overindulgence. When you've got a bunch of cups above your head, you know. But look how he just looks like he's kind of mad. So I don't know if the person's going to be mad and like blame me, but it's like wish fulfillment. And they don't want to it's almost like wish fulfillment. The person doesn't want to see it, but it's like right there above their head. I don't know. You know your own situation, but here is you and, well, it could be you and the other person, but here is feeling stuck in a situation and trying to see things from a different perspective. This is feeling stuck, right? So are you feeling stuck in a situation? Casey, what are you doing, bud? Yeah, this is my cat case. He's so stinking cute. You want to come here? Yeah. Talk to me. You want to talk to everybody? You want to talk to everybody for a second? All right. Say hello. This is Casey. He's a communicator for sure. He has Venus and Gemini and a bunch of other stuff too. And I think he's Gemini rising. All right. You want to go here? Go in here? You want to go in there? Come on. All right. So, Cancer, what else we have for you? Actually, we're at 17:30. Did anything repeat before I move on? Nothing repeated. Okay. So, let's just do 6 cards down as Destiny and the All Signs and move on to Leo after this. I don't know if this made any sense, if it resonates, if you like it, let me know. But it does suggest reconciliation. But are you going to feel stuck? So I don't know. It does say that the person is going to change, but I don't know if that's going to change. They're going to change while you're in their life. But they're very resistant to change. I can tell you that. Lots of love coming in. Well, I do like that. That is nice. Who doesn't like that, right? So lots of love coming in. So you're getting a raise, but it's sideways. You're getting a raise, but it's not going to be... You're not going to think it's enough. You're not going to like how much it is. Lots of options coming your way is reversed. So is the lots of love coming in from one person? Or just one or two? They regret hurting you is upright. They can't be trusted is in reverse. So I like that. So it's always good to have they can't be trusted in reverse. It could be that in the past that you couldn't trust them, but now you can. I don't know. Argument is upright though. So there's that. And they know they screwed up is sideways, which means someone knows they screwed up, but they don't want to admit it. They're not going to apologize, but they know. They know. If you are dealing with an Aries, okay, before I tell you what's going on with the Aries, let's just see what came out. All up in your head, waiting. New start in love, defensiveness, fighting for what you want, and reconciliation. All right, well. And the Queen of Wands was on the bottom. So once again, Queen of Wands. So lots of, you know what? You're going to get a lot of attention. I can tell you that. You're going to be feeling confident and get a lot of attention. So it's all good. Aries, I feel like they want to work on it. they maybe throw themselves into their work as well. But they're going to be male or female, they're going to be kind of bitchy. They're going to be a little chilly and bitchy. If you are dealing with a Taurus, I feel like they're a little bit immature and they're having a hard, they can't make a decision. They're having a hard time making a decision because of emotions. They're both optimistic and a little bit immature. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they see you as their Ten of Cups, and they're gonna apologize. They're gonna offer you something. If you are dealing with another Cancer, they want to grow with you, and right now they're just spying on you. If you are dealing with a Leo, they see this as a disaster, and yet at the same time, it's like they're offering you love. Why is the Leo? This is a disaster. Here's some love. All right, Leo. It makes no sense, but okay. Virgo wants to work on it. They see you as their wish fulfillment. If you are dealing with a Libra, ooh, that Libra is toxic, and they spend more time looking things over. And that could be their biggest thing is they spend more time just looking at things than actually taking any action. They're just dead on their ass. They're always just looking. They're just it's almost like a Virgo over analysis paralysis. They got analysis paralysis, so that's their problem. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they have trust issues, and they just want to be single. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they're focused on their stability, and they're kind of emotionally mature anyway. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they're just focusing on what went wrong, and they're kind of hiding out and seeking answers. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they want to share love with you, and they want a new start. If you're dealing with a Pisces, they have secrets, but they're horny. So they're going to offer you sex, but they've got secrets, and they're kind of confused. I mean, they might even be a little bit depressed. And here's you all just trying to move on to calmer waters in whatever way works for you. All right, love you, Cancer, and I will see you all in the next read.